Welcome to the Windows Computer Technology channel, and a viewer is asking me, what does it mean if a perfectly working PC suddenly shows this? New boot device found. So there's several causes for a new boot device found. So what happens is when you turn on your PC for the first time, it will, of course, do a diagnostics check, and the first thing it wants to do is try to find something to boot on. Now, why a perfectly good PC suddenly says this? The first thing that could be the simplest and the less problematic is, of course, the fact that the BIOS is simply misconfigured. For some reason, something happened and the BIOS has changed, and it can't find the boot device that you have. And to fix that, well, usually you just, boot up in the BIOS. There is a way in most PCs to actually do a key shortcut of some sort, the F keys that boot up and so on. It depends on the model. It depends on the manufacturer. Check the instructions for your own model. You should find a way to go in there. And in there, you might actually find that it's not booting towards the correct device. The other thing, one that is surprisingly common, you plugged a USB flash drive or an external hard drive, and the way that your PC is configured, it actually tries to boot from that. And of course, it can't. So what happens is that your PC will say no boot device found. So unplug the flash drives, unplug the external hard drives, and you know what? It should actually work. If you continue having that, another thing that could be the problem is the failure of your main hard drive. And that is a very common occurrence, especially after several years of use. Hard drives tend to fail at some point. So you might be with a hard drive that's failing. You can check out the BIOS once again for this. If in the BIOS no hard drive is showing up, your hard drive's controller probably failed. Something went wrong. If the hard drive's there, but it still says this, it could simply be that your hard drive's read-write mechanism failed or something failed in it. It just can't boot from the operating system. So these are some of the things that can happen in there. Most BIOSes and UEFI firmware often have or maintain their status and their configuration with an onboard battery. Having a battery that died can actually have a no boot device found error. Why? Because a battery that died doesn't keep the configuration, and so your BIOS might actually not find the drive because it's not configured correctly. There could be another occurrence where the drives are okay, everything's fine, but some corruption on your hard drive prevents the boot sector from being found and used. Usually when that happens, a complete reinstall of the operating system will usually fix the problem. So you can use a Windows 10 or Windows 11 USB flash drive with Windows 11 image on it or Windows 10 image on it and try to reinstall Windows, and that could actually work. So this is part of how, things that can happen with no boot device found. From a simple misconfiguration or having something plugged in like a flash drive or external hard drive in a USB port to a dead drive that so suddenly doesn't work anymore. Sometimes it can happen at reboot. Usually when that happens, it's something that's just not right when the computer restarts. You can actually press the power button for more than 10 seconds to shut it down and have your repress the button to actually boot up your PC, and often that works. There are times when sometimes a restart might not work well for some reason. So hopefully this can help you in some way in finding why your drive is not right. And of course, if it's a failed hard drive, to fix it, you'll need to simply purchase and install a new hard drive, reinstall Windows, and usually it's fine. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up. Thank you for watching.